Hello, welcome back to the Transfer Show. It's time now to go around the clubs. James, are you ready? Take it away.
It feels like we're ready. It feels like it's right about time that Arsenal did some business as well. Mikel Arteta has admitted that Arsenal are actively looking for a striker in this window amid injuries to Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka.
West Ham have maintained a long-term interest in John Duran. However, Villa thought to want more than £70 million for the striker.
Let's get to the South Coast. Bournemouth have agreed a deal with Chelsea for signing of academy product Zayn Silcott-Dewberry, and Donny Areola also wants to sign a striker this month.
On to Brentford. Thomas Frank says it will be incredibly large as a fee for Brentford to accept an offer for Brian Mbeumo. Frank remains confident in his team's ability to keep their best players during this window.
Let's get to Brighton. They're in action right now against Ipswich. They've expressed an interest in signing centre-back Tosin from Chelsea. Tosin only moved to Stamford Bridge on a free transfer in the summer. It's unclear at this stage whether Chelsea will be prepared to let him go.
Chelsea's interest in Mark Guéhi in this transfer window is expected to be over. That's after centre-back Trevor Chalobah was recalled from his loan, Crystal Palace.
On to Crystal Palace now themselves. Atlanta United have made a £15 million bid for striker Odsonne Edouard. The forward is currently on loan at Leicester City.
David Moyes wants to strengthen the squad in this window. Lyon's Ernest Nuama is keen on a move to the Premier League in this transfer window amid interest from a number of clubs. Everton have held talks with Lyon over the Ghana international, but the change in manager has delayed the deal from progressing.
Marco Silva this afternoon, he's told teams not to waste their time inquiring about Rodrigo Muniz, as he is not for sale. When he started Fulham's first 3 league games, has only started twice since in the Premier League.
Don't waste your time. Ipswich have completed the signing of Jadon Philogene from Aston Villa. He'll join them on a 4.5-year deal with a transfer worth £20 million plus some add-ons.
Ruud van Nistelrooy, they need some work, don't they, in this transfer window? He said Leicester will explore all options when it comes to strengthening their squad. The Leicester boss says his side are open to both loans and permanent transfers in their quest for staying up in the division.
Saudi champions Al Hilal are ready to offer Mohamed Salah a lucrative contract if he wants to leave Europe and play in Saudi Arabia. We also understand that Trent Alexander-Arnold has not verbally agreed a pre-contract to join Real Madrid at the end of the season. That's despite reports in Spain.
As we've been reporting, Vitor Reis is travelling to the UK today to finalise his move to Manchester City. Now, City agreed a deal with Palmeiras worth £29.4 million for the 18-year-old centre-back. Meanwhile, Manchester City are holding further talks today with Eintracht Frankfurt about a deal for striker Omar Mamouche. The clubs are yet to reach an agreement over the financial terms of the deal. Frankfurt wants £67 million for the player.
Borussia Dortmund are now pushing to sign Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford. According to Sky in Germany, they understand the internal talks were held and the club have made the decision to pursue the England international on loan. AC Milan are also very concrete in their interest and are actively trying to secure a deal themselves.
Atlanta United, we heard about them already in this transfer window. They're now in advanced talks to sign Newcastle United winger Miguel Almiron. It's understood an offer of £8 million plus add-ons is on the table and close to being agreed. Almiron back to Atlanta United.
The Telegraph are reporting that Nottingham Forest will explore a deal to sign Yohan Wissa from Brentford. That's if Taiwo Awoniyi leaves the club this month.
Southampton are in action against Manchester United. Kick off at 8 p.m. this evening. Their boss Ivan Juric remains hopeful of additions to help his side beat the drop.
Tottenham's priority in this transfer window remains a forward. They're discussing other targets. That's after Randall Kolo Muani agreed to move to Juventus.
West Ham United, they're focusing on signing a new striker in this window. Brighton's Evan Ferguson, Aston Villa's John Duran and also Fulham's Rodrigo Muniz are all possible targets, but Marco Silva says no.
And finally, Vitor Pereira says that he does not need former Wolves captain Mario Lemina following a 3-0 loss to Newcastle. Pereira revealed that Lemina has asked to leave the club amid interest from the Saudi Pro League.
OK, welcome back. Sky Italy are reporting that Manchester United forward Alejandro Garnacho is Napoli's first choice to replace Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, with the Italian side under the impression the fee would be around £59 million. Despite that, Ruben Amorim says he sees a bright future for Garnacho at United.
Is he a player that you see having a good future at United?
Yeah, that
that is clear. He has talent. He needs to learn to play a little bit in a different position. He needs to play better inside. He improves a lot the recovering position when he doesn't have the ball. But doing that, sometimes he's not in the right place to make transition like he was in the past, because I prefer to defend and then build up with all the team to reach the final third. So he's finding the best way to play in this system. Is improving. Is improving during training. So he started the last game. Let's see.
Yeah, so we'll see. Nick, how important is Garnacho at United, do we think?
Well, positive words from Amorim there, but in terms of game time under the new manager, you have to say he does seem to have become less important over the last few weeks. So here we have a comparison between his numbers under Erik ten Hag. Of course, he was a key player for ten Hag, wasn't he? Regular starter. And here he is under Ruben Amorim on the other side. So 14 games played for Ten Hag, 12 under Amorim, but actually only 5 of those 12 appearances have been starts, so he has mostly been used as a substitute. Now we can see the difference in his productivity as well. He hasn't been as effective under Amorim. So under Ten Hag in those early months of the season, 5 goals and 3 assists in all competitions. That averaged as a goal involvement it was 0.84 per 90 minutes for him in that period. Compare that to under Amorim, and there is a big drop-off, isn't there? So only 1 goal, only 1 assist, and a goal involvement it's 0.28 per 90 minutes for him now. So a drop in productivity and a drop in playing time. So an interesting one there. Interesting to see what happens with his future, of course, with clubs from elsewhere looking